We're Zachariah Sage and the Soothsayers, and this is The Fool.
Promise of hope, all these prayers you have gathered, where it all stands for you now. Well, when can I defeat these ghosts inside of me who beg for my own greed, who laugh and rinse, repeat? What's the point of hope if there's no power to reconcile, and it all comes crumbling down? Flashback to a point when you had color in your life, now you're feeling tertiary. Well, when can I defeat these ghosts inside of me who beg for my own greed, who laugh and rinse, repeat, 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 repeat. Museum of mistakes that you curate, hidden deep in here is a tomb of truth that you hid from yourself. Thoughts overflow, mistaken woe, cliche of a trope times infinity. When life is lived, broken of your heart, above all else your own. After all this supposed groan, all of yourself were just sinks in the moan. Demons congratulate closed ordeals. After all this is the norm. Now, this false validity is unbecoming on you, 'cause you always lie. Wind up somewhere differently, didn't you? Cuts overflow, mistaken woe, cliche of a trope, time infinity. When life is lived, broken of your heart, above all else your own. After all this supposed growth, all of yourself work sinks in the mold. Demons congratulate closed ordeals. After all, this is the norm. Cacophony of restlessness, so welcome and show. Tear off your flesh or create something new. Well, don't be excessive, put your rock up that hell. Cocoon into that storm. Saints in the mold. Demons congratulating closed door deals. After all, this is the norm. Come and show, tear off your flesh, or create something new. Well, don't be a sissy, push your walk up that hill. Cocoon into that storm. Terrified you have forgotten how to feel. Confusing everything you once thought was real. You found that now, strangers, your ego to ooze. After all, this is the norm. After all, this is the norm. After all, this it is.
You know, in life, one of the worst things is the anticipation of mystery. One of the worst things that we have to deal with is that fear of the unknown. But the truth is, the most beautiful thing you can do is just go ahead and embrace the unknown. That's what this song's about. It's called The Hangman. Chaotic spaz again. With a coffee stain, I'm not sure that you hate. And the cameras flicker in sync with your cries. Or your compass broke, you got no time for lies. Cause it feels like everyone else has a script but you. To be. Cause if you could, then you know. So when you get to where you're going, you'll already be there. So go slow, just focus on the now. Though it's yesterday, somehow. Oh, if you could, then walking on those bare soles again, with a blister on your lip from an inconsiderate friend. You're overwhelmed and anxious at choices in life. Yeah, you toss and you turn, though you scream in the night, and the shadows of those missed opportunities. Already be there, so go slow. Just focus on the now, though it's yesterday somehow. Well, if you could, then you know.
slow. Just focus on the now. No, it's yesterday somehow. If you could, then yeah, then you know. 'Cause if you could, then yeah, then you know. 'Cause if you could, then yeah, then you'd know. You've walked away from everything you once thought could hurt you, but you're ashamed of everything you once thought could heal you. Unable to realize all the poisons you consume. Ticker tape parade, caught in the market of the light. You don't know what went wrong, but you can't see yourself anymore. This whole life has been just trying to find all the right words to forgive yourself. Yeah. You've walked away from everything you once thought that you were. But you're ashamed from everything you once thought could save you. But you have to admit you were more able than you let on. You bring yourself to say that you're not a damsel in distress, and you never were. You don't know what went wrong, but you can't see yourself anymore. This whole life has been is trying to find all the right words to forgive yourself. There'll be a day when it doesn't feel like all the sad songs were written for you. Until then you'll cry, oh, how many times do we repeat the patterns till we're allowed to stop? But you can't see yourself anymore. This whole life has been trying to find all the right words to give yourself. It's a day when it doesn't feel like all the sad songs are written for you. Till then you'll cry. How many times do we repeat the patterns to allow them to stop?
Welcome back, everybody, to the summer season here, 2025 of The Real Side of Music. Today, we're joined with Zachariah Sage and the Soothsayers, and I'm surprised I got that on the first try.
I believe
owe myself a little
Well
treat
done.
later.
Yeah.
So, thanks for joining me, gents. Really appreciate it.
Of course.
Yeah, thank you.
Happy to be here.
So, Zachariah, I'll refer to you as such, not give the people your common name, your government name.
My avatar name, The Vessel.
As someone who's known you for quite a while, this has definitely seen you in a different kind of light, and I really liked it. So tell me about how this really kind of came about and how you found Mike and Brian over here.
So the long and short of how I came to be in this physical type of being, ladies and gentlemen at home, be prepared. This is about to be.
Is that an
really
Arthur
complicated.
Morgan impression?
Oh, it's perfect.
Some people like to think Matthew McConaughey, but I don't know. But this whole form came about as a way to try and manifest the vessel that I incorporates true higher self, someone who has crossed what is called the void or the abyss, as talked about in the practices of high magic or ceremonial magic, the great work and things of that, the more spiritual incarnation, and trying to figure out how to kind of manifest and physically make that. And that's what has made this nice little carnival freak show that you see in front of you right now.
At least half of those words are in Tom Cruise's pitch to a new person when he meets them. So
This
at
is
least
true.
half of those words.
This
So
is true.
So beyond manifesting your reincarnated form, if I caught half those words right, how did you pull Mike and Brian from a different ethereal realm, or did it just happen to be the Chili's you found yourself that night? So
Well, what can I say? The power of prayer is very powerful, especially when you're at the bar for the half-off Long Island iced teas at Chili's. Shouts out Chili's.
The appetizer.
no sponsorship to Chili's there. We just
No,
love
just
it on
kidding.
our own dime.
I'm more of a Dixie Chili boy myself.
Oh,
But I met Brian a long time ago because he actually inherited my my old living space, and I knew he had played music.
Sorry for that.
Well, it's nicer than the one I have now, so he made out pretty well.
Like a bandit.
Yeah, pretty much. And I knew he played drums, and I kind of just pestered him one day, and he was like, "Yeah, I'll check it out." It was awesome. And he liked it. And I mean, I don't know if you want to extrapolate on that in a second of that, but and then Mike, I met him through work. He is one of my coworkers, and he actually is in a fantastic band called The Fields, which you may have heard of, listeners at home, and check them out. But he is a phenomenal bassist, and yeah, I sent him some of the material, and he was like, "Yeah, I like it." It's funny because he waited like 3 weeks to tell me, so I thought he just hated it. And I was like, "But hey, it
Snail
worked out."
mail these days, you know.
Pretty much, yeah.
Now, is there any kind of, real core inspiration behind this, or did you just happen to find a good pair of caps that day?
That's my secret cap. So the main inspiration is I've always been a fan of theatrics and more epic instrumentation. Like you've got your Rush, you've got your your Genesis, your Code and Cambry for the more modern crowds, your Periphery, Haken. And so I wanted to find some sort of middle ground that could incorporate those kind of progressive instrumentals along with a little bit of the ballady breaks here and there.
Beautiful. Brian, Mike, any background that helps draw you into this, or you just kind of follow this man's lead over here?
Just following along. I've been playing a long time and love what we're doing. It's different. And
There is no gun pointed at you right
Yeah,
now.
right.
It's okay. No, I kid. No, you guys were fantastic in the first set, and I can't wait to see more. Brian, any words before we close out and send you guys back in the sweaty room to play some more?
I'm a huge advocate for mental health. So, call your senators, see how they're doing, what they're thinking, if they're okay, and get the scoop, what the hell's up with them, you know?
What the hell is up with senators, you know?
What is it?
What are they feeling
I
over
never
there?
see one out in public, but somehow they govern my life. Come to Chili's. Let's have a nice talk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it must be crazy.
Split a nice tizer.
Well, before I go stuff some Long Island iced teas in my pants while I'm in between sets, we're going to go ahead and we're going to get back to some more music from Zachariah Sage and the Soothsayers when we come back on the real side of music, folks. Stay tuned.
Lay along, my men. We are again Zachariah Sage and the Soothsayers. This is the real side of music. We're happy to be here in a shaded area in this crazy Midwest summer. My goodness. Oh. All right. This next song is called The Fall. Let's try that one more time.
I thought I'd fall before I got this far, seeing only an abyss ahead for myself. So imagine my surprise that I'm still alive, filled with well-seasoned guilt and regret. Don't you fret, I know how I'm gonna die. Some way I won't like the same as you and you and you. And I won't have no loose ends, 'cause I'll snip them all off. Cuddling next to my favorite mistress, Dread. Thought I'd love long before now. Turns out it was just a false alarm. But the sins of the flesh are so fleetingly appealing, and sometimes incompatibilities make me go deaf. But don't you fret, I know how I'm gonna die. Some way I won't lie, same as you and you and you. And I won't have no loose end, 'cause I've snipped them all off. Cuddling next to my favorite mistress, Strap. It's Strap.
This next song is called Spiral.
forget all you know. 'Cause you're just lost, so nostalgic, a world that's long gone. This is now nauseating, turning in your stomach, twisting. Always so anxious of what if, that active inaction. There's gotta be more to life than this now. Balance your heart, it's the only cure when the world falls apart. 'Cause oh, you listening to yourself. No, you're spiraling ever further to the ground. You're losing all your purpose and starting to feel nervous. Ascend to heaven and try. Forget all you love. I'm so dried and crusted, you've got to wipe it familiar, so nauseating, turning in your stomach, stab it on. Always so anxious of what if, that active inaction. There gotta be more to life than this now. It's a dead language, man, you're fine, playing the villain. Well, oh, you listening to yourself. No, you're spiraling ever further to the ground. You're losing all your purpose and starting to feel nervous. Ascend to heaven and try. Galoshes, magic sprinkles spread. You're still trying to clean out your pestilent hill hair. Well, all these simple pleasures lost to the sands of time. You're still trying to find out which memories are mine. In the present, well, when am I allowed to feel? Oh no, not here. If the past is a place to refer and not live in, then why do I feel so goddamn homesick in the now? 'Cause I'm not listening to myself. I'm spiraling never to the ground. I'm losing all my purpose and starting to feel nervous. Ascend to heaven and dread.
Scorcher. I think we got one more for you, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks to Real Side of Music. We've been Zachariah Sage and the Soothsayers casting our spells here tonight. Oh, goodness gracious me. We have to do a little bit of middle pillar tonight. All right. In this life, there's a saying, don't stare into the abyss lest the abyss stare back into you. And it sounds like a warning, but more or less it's kind of a philosophical guidance, because that abyss is nothing more than a mirror. When you stare into it, it is you staring back at yourself, trying to understand and study your shadow. Because if you do not incorporate your shadow into your whole of your being, it will control you subconsciously, and you'll call it destiny. And that's what this last song's about. It is called The Magician. TV magic, baby. All right, we're good to cut from there. Just go and do it. Cool. Spent you just trying to make it out, pushing back the future to get high on your self-doubt, just trying to survive the present as humans tend to do. But you over-romanticized everything except when it came to you. Dance through the darkness, worried about everyone else. You said that should be different from whatever it is you are now. So lay down the old stories, they haven't served you very well. It's pointless to subject yourself to some fabricated little hell. Extinguish you, 'cause they had no flame of their own. It hurts to see familiars turn into distant ghosts, but the worst of all that pain was in relationships tarnished over. Most heinous was self-inflicted, 'cause you gaslit yourself at every turn. Dance through the darkness, worried about everyone else. You said that you'd be different from whatever it is you are now. So lay down the old stories, they haven't served you very well. It's pointless to subject yourself to your fabricated little hell. Look at you now, oh no, no, look at you now. And it all comes crashing down, and it all keeps crashing down, and it all keeps crashing down, till you learn what it is you need. 'Cause now I can defeat these ghosts inside of me, and all I had to see was the value within me.
Dance through the darkness, worrying about no one else. Welcome to your journey. All these chapters write themselves. And don't you even worry, the mirrors eventually smile back kind. And why does this feel so familiar? 'Cause you've been here this whole time. Look at you now. Whoa, whoa. Look at you now.
The path ahead is unknown, but the path is yours nonetheless. Thank you.
All right, folks, and that was another fantastic set from Zachariah Sage and the Soothsayers. I know my list coordinator would be proud of me if they could see me all these years later on those kind of syllables. That's wonderful. Folks, thank you for two absolutely killer sets. I know it's got to be a lot of intense lights in there, but absolutely crushed it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So after hearing about that, I know in the first side of our interview, you talked about bringing some more, progressive elements to mix them in with the ballad elements. And I definitely think the audience can see that. Coming up, obviously, folks just watched you play. What's in the future for Zachariah Sage and the Soothsayers? And is anything coming up you can let the viewers know about?
Yes, sir. So on September 13th, we will be playing the back room in the Northside Tavern, Northside, Cincinnati, Ohio. We're going to be playing with Toothlers, A Fang, and a few others that have not been announced yet. So stay tuned for that. But September 13th, Northside Tavern, Northside, Cincinnati, Ohio.
Anything else besides that one before I get into what I like to end my last question of every show before I get into it?
Nothing at the moment, but we're working on it. Stay tuned. Follow us on social media at the Zachariah Sage on all handles. So
Beautiful. And those handles will be in the below description as usual. So, folks, I like to go around and like to end the show on one last question. If you could build out the perfect show, venue included, there's three of you, so you each get to pick a band. Who are the three openers, alive or dead, for Zachariah Sage and the Soothsayers, and what's the venue you're playing at?
Wow.
So you each get one band picked down the line.
I got the venue picked out.
Okay, look, we already got the venue,
Sorry.
Brian.
Yeah, it's top down. Red Rock.
yep,
Red Rock right there.
There you go.
Okay.
So I was gonna
So
say.
there's one part out of the way. Now maybe now it's the harder part. So
I don't know because I don't want to. I'm such an. I have so.
if you want the antidote, Mr. Bond, you will have to answer the question.
Yes, I realize. I just have such a low self-esteem in this stuff. I feel like I'd be shitting on any band I say opens for me.
Yeah.
Because most I would say.
On the self-esteem part, just remember, call your senator. Ask how they're doing.
all
But
of
anyway.
Cast a hex. Who cares? Who gives a shit? Fuck them. Okay.
Oh, whoa! I gotta bleep that out.
Sorry. Fudge them. My bad. Sorry.
Fine, you're gonna hear a bleep now. Okay.
Sorry,
Anyways,
family. I would have to say I would love. You know what? It'd be awesome to have like Closure in Moscow open up for us. I think that'd be fun. I think that would fit.
very nice. Very nice. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think they would fit, but I would go with King Gizzard and Lizard Wizard.
Very nice.
They do all the
They
rap.
can do everything, you know.
I love I don't know if I could ever really quote a song, but I think the amount of times we've mixed up the words in my house between my wife and I, it's just a running joke at this point. And I'm like, oh, this is just what vocal stimming is. Okay, cool. And Brian?
I'd pick Chon. They're on hiatus,
yeah.
but like
Oh, man, I haven't heard that name in a while, but great pick.
amazing band.
Oh, if you like Chon, you should check out, I think they're called Totoro.
Totoro?
They're from Mexico.
Okay.
And I think, funny enough, I think they're going on a tour soon. But they're all instrumental, so there's no vocals. But
Very
if you
nice.
like Chon, you should definitely look. It's spelled the same way as I think like the anime Totoro is. So I don't know about that one. I don't watch that stuff. So, anyways, any last words before we close on out? The viewers get to watch whatever's next in the Real Side of Music playlist, folks.
Just everybody.
Or whatever's up in their creepy recommended.
Oh, yeah. Who
Pay
knows?
attention. Come on out. Come see
Yeah.
us.
What ASMR are you listening to? Maybe this.
Tucker
you know?
Carlson ASMR arguing with my Taco Bell drive-thru order.
That's actually exactly what I was going to say as my final last word. I don't
I
even
actually
know.
got it in 4K. It was not. It was
Sweet.
not found.
Very good. Okay. But no, just everybody take care of yourselves. Take a breather. Be sure to practice self-care. In all seriousness, on mental health notes, it's very important to find that time for yourself. So please, whatever it is that's healthy for you, to get away from it all every now and again, make sure you take time for that.
Very serious message on an almost as serious note. Do I have to change that last part to mix your vocal tone of the rest of the lower sentences you've said throughout, or can I leave that one at the same tone you just said it?
I don't know. It's whatever you want.
Whatever I want, folks.
Whatever you want.
And that has been another episode of The Real Side of Music. Thank you once again, Zachariah Sage and the Soothsayers. I really appreciate it. And once again, September, what was that date one more time?
September 13th,
Go ahead and tell
Northside
that
Tavern.
camera right there.
September 13th, Northside Tavern, Northside, Cincinnati, Ohio.
Beautiful. Thanks for watching, folks.
Trying to find out which memories are mine.